She recently opened up about being over-sexualized in the fashion industry when she was just 15 years old. And Brooke Shields meant business as she stepped out in a chic white blazer at the opening night of the new Candice Bushnell one-woman show Is There Still Sex in the City? In New York on Tuesday night. The 56-year-old model's confidence as she posed at the Daryl Roth Theater with her hand on her hip in a clinging baby pink turtleneck covered in sequins and loose-fitting black trousers. Brooke looked stunning in the glittering top, which she tucked into her stylish trousers as she arrived at the play. She accessorized with a pair of vintage-style square aviator reading glasses and a large diamond ring on her hand. The model wore her dresses in their signature cascading brushed-back curls and accentuated her beauty with a slick of lip gloss. Brooke appeared upbeat as she laughed outside the theater while posing for the stunning snaps in silver metallic kitten heels. Brooke's outing comes after she recently spoke out about being over-sexualized in the fashion industry when she was just 15. The model hit out at Barbara Walters following a 1981 interview, in which she was grilled about her measurements and sex life. During an appearance on Dax Shepard's Armchair Expert podcast, the model spoke of her controversial Calvin Klein campaign, in which she caused shockwaves for the ad's provocative nature. Speaking of the interview, in which she was asked a series of intimate questions about her sexual history and her measurements by Barbara, an infuriated Brooke reflected, "It's practically criminal. It is not journalism." In the interview, Barbara claimed her childhood was being stolen in a comment to Brooke's mom Terry and about her body shape and statistics. Brooke took part in the interview as part of her campaign for Calvin Klein, in which she was seen saying to the camera, "You want to know what comes between me and my Calvins? Nothing," causing an outcry of criticism. Dax conceded that the shocking interview was enraging, as he added, that Barbara Walters' interview is maddening. In the chat, Barbara asked her about her measurements, to which Brooke replied, "M5FT 10 and 120 pounds, before Barbara asked to stand next to her. The host then said, "I think when people see you they don't realize how tall and slim you are. We haven't really seen you standing next to someone." She then probed Brooke and her mother about their relationship, saying, "Would you be a mother like your mother? What about the people who say she had no childhood?" To which she replied, "Well, I'm still going through my childhood." Speaking to both Brooke and Terry, she said, "What about people who accuse you, sitting here, is going through your childhood?" Brooke replied, "I'd rather do this than not do it at all. I'm enjoying this. I think it's an experience that I would not like to miss." Barbara probed, "Do you have any secrets from your mother?" As Brooke replied, "We tell each other everything. I mean, I'm sure Terry's little things I don't want to tell her. We tell each other everything I think I should tell her." Brooke also revealed she was supposed to do a second campaign but was dropped once she started to become more synonymous with the jeans than the designer. She explained, "It was supposed to be a 2-year contract and I was signed to do the next campaign and that didn't happen, and I came to realize, it was confirmed in a way that the identification of me with the jeans was more so than Calvin. It almost backfired on them. It was almost as if people were coming and asking for the Brooke Shields jeans, and that was really not the goal." Brooke insisted she was naive about the double entendre she famously uttered in the ads, insisting she was unaware of the nature of the comment. In an interview with Vogue, Brooke said she was very protected and didn't think it was sexual in nature, so she was shocked when the media went crazy for it, accusing her of utilizing a control of her sexuality that she didn't possess. She said, "I think the assumption is that I was much more savvy than I ever really was. It didn't faze me. The line didn't sort of come into my psyche as it being anything overtly sexual, sexualized in any way." Brooke recalled how Calvin Klein approached her mother, Terry Shields, about getting Brooke in the ads, and she was just so excited for the opportunity. She said, "When I was 15, I didn't understand Calvin Klein in the way that he was sort of coming into the zeitgeist. It was more about Richard Avedon coming to my mom and saying, 'We're doing a series of very unique commercials.' The shoot itself, no one was allowed on the set. I think, because Avedon, it was his foray into the commercial world. I think he was a bit nervous. Stakes were pretty high and I think there was a lot of pressure," she remembered. "The choreography was specific and intentional. Every little bit of it," she went on, reflecting on a specific pose in which she had one knee on the ground, the other knee resting on her foot, with her other foot in the air. "I was just so proud that they were trusting me with something that involved acting as well as just the visual. And it was either gonna strike and be part of the zeitgeist or it wasn't," she said. They shot several different ads, including the one that would go on to jumpstart her career, because of the implication that she wasn't wearing underwear with her jeans. "I was naive, I didn't think anything of it," she admitted. "I didn't think it had to do with underwear. I didn't think it was sexual in nature. I'd say that about my sister, nobody could come between me and my sister. If they had intended on the double entendre, they didn't explain it to me," she went on. "It didn't faze me. It didn't sort of come into my psyche as it being anything overtly sexual, sexualized in any way."